Welcome to Two Players, One Controller, where we attempt to harmonize gaming with family life. With me, Hedgehog Baker.
And I am Blinkdoor.
Yay.
Yay. We really want to talk about Mario Kart this week.
Mario Kart Wii.
Mario Karts.
Mario Kart Wii.
Multiple Mario Karts.
Mario Kart Wii is the only one that matters.
So we thought about making an episode each for each Mario Kart. And I thought that would be silly because that's too many.
Yeah, agreed.
But we're going to say a little thing about all the Mario Karts out there.
Well, we have to... Are we going to give a summary? Let's give a summary.
A summary of Mario Kart?
Let's give it.
Well, you see there's Mario.
Mm-hmm. He's chilling.
I don't know if he's chilling. I don't think he's ever chilling.
Do you think he tries to chill?
I think
Luigi tries.
He does try because in Paper Mario, he's just in his house.
Well, but he's very ready to leave it. I think like Luigi tries to get Mario to chill, but Mario just like jumps up at the first sign of an adventure.
I know. Too much biahu in his bones.
Mm.
Well, he's doing whatever Mario wants to do.
Yeah.
Except this time with his friends, and this time in Mario Karts. In carts. Why wouldn't they just do cars?
Well, I mean, go-karts are cuter and more fun.
Yeah.
And like less scary if they bump into each other.
Yeah. And I guess you don't have to be licensed because a child can drive a cart.
Oh, true. I mean, clearly there are babies driving these carts sometimes.
Sometimes.
Every time you see, I mean, I'm getting into the discussion a little bit, but I'll mention it real quick here. Every time you see baby Daisy or Peach or Mario or whatever in the same race with adult Mario or Peach or Daisy or Rosalina,
right.
I always think of the Doctor Who episode where like Rose, the companion, like has gone back in time and she can't touch herself as a baby because it creates a time paradox and these monsters come in. And
luckily Mario doesn't have to deal with any of that stuff.
It's true.
Yeah, he's not dealing with the doctor or anything like that.
Okay, so why are they racing?
Because they want to. I mean, for the same reasons that they play tennis, golf, have parties, or other things that they have done. I'm trying to remember other things that Mario has done.
They have to have an activity to be centered around. They can't just hang out
this
together.
Is like, okay, so we're experiencing like just a normal day in the Mushroom Kingdom, right?
Are
like
we?
The carts, the tennis games, the golf, the parties. Like
it's all just a big resort.
I guess perhaps, yeah. Their life is just a resort built on the back of Goombas and other...
Oh, no!
I know.
Oh, no, I don't like this theory.
I don't like this theory either.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
What?
Whoa. There's just a really big spider outside. Like, where we're recording, we're in the basement, and Blinkdoor is like sitting in front of the sliding doors and I can see them, so I see like lightning flashing behind his back, which is just kind of funny.
Very spooky.
But I just saw like a really big spider like up in the corner that I couldn't make out what it was, and I get very graphic when I describe spiders, so we should move on.
Thanks.
I love you. Okay.
I want to talk about Mario Kart.
Fun facts with the video Game Boy.
Well, I thought about doing a segment, but I mean, we're just going to be talking about each Mario Kart and their merits. And when I address each Mario Kart, I'm going to go through all of them, except for the last one, because the last one's a mobile game, and I don't think that counts.
No, that doesn't count. So, okay, should we change up the format then and talk about the kiddo meters before we get into each game?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that. We're totally flipping.
We're changing it up.
Totally flipping the formula right on its head for the 4th episode.
Yeah, crazy. A little too early.
No, it's good. This is a special moment. Okay, so the meters. Starting from the top. Spook. Well, I mean, there are some tracks throughout the Mario Kart legacy of tracks where it's like in a haunted house or something.
Yeah, but it's little kiddie. Like, it's not going to scare any kiddos. I think
so. Unless they're very sensitive to ghosts altogether.
But even then, I don't think it's going to scare any kiddos.
Yeah.
I think
there's a big old Bowser in some of them. Like, some of them have a Gigantor.
Oh my God, what was the Mario game with the really scary Bowser?
Oh, Bowser's Fury, the add-on to Mario 3D World.
we should definitely do an episode on
Oh
that
yeah, we will.
to warn parents because we didn't know.
Yeah. We had some
It's
trauma.
not that sort of Bowser.
No, it's definitely
just,
it's like big and imposing, but not like scary.
yeah. So like I guess it does register on the spook meter. Like the
registers.
needle twitches.
Yeah.
But
Up to like a 1.
maybe.
Up to a 1. Yeah.
It flickers.
Yeah,
But
I think
it's not
it definitely
gonna
gets
scare anyone.
it gets beaten down by all the other happy music and waha, whoa,
Yeah,
all the
exactly.
fun sound effects. Yeah, definitely. Cuteness, I wouldn't consider it necessarily cute. There's some cute characters.
Yeah, some courses, some
courses are
characters
cute.
can be cute.
Yeah.
but-
But altogether, I don't know, pretty middle of the road. Maybe like 5, maybe 4.
I just realized we didn't really fully explain in our summary what Mario Kart is. There's no way that someone listening to this wouldn't know.
The chances are low.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe if they just listen, they'll figure out what Mario Kart is based off of our further discussion for
Okay.
those who don't know about Mario Kart.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
don't think we're isolating too much of a crowd here. The sweet spot age. You know what? I think each of them is going to have perhaps a different sweet spot age. So
You think so?
yeah, maybe we should talk about each of that.
But like in general terms,
In general terms, I don't
older
know.
than 5 is what I can definitely say.
Older than 5, I definitely agree. I think Bunny is getting to the point where she can kind of like she definitely enjoys it. But
She
to, like,
counts it as a
excel
win
at
if
it.
she can cross the finish line, for
Right,
sure. But then
exactly.
she gets very confused why the character is crying.
That's right. It's so funny. Whenever Bunny crosses the finish line and 12th, last place or whatever.
She's like,
First
I
of all,
win, I
she
did
gets
it.
so happy.
She's so proud.
Yeah.
And she should be. Like, that's
Yeah.
an accomplishment.
I agree.
But the character in the game is crying because they made it last.
I think sweet spot starts, let's say, at like 6 or 7.
For
And then
playing the game themselves.
yeah, and then after that, I think it's of all ages at that point.
Oh, yeah, for
I think
sure.
everyone loves Mario Kart. Everybody, even the people who don't know about it, that have to listen to the podcast to figure out what this game is. Okay, how kiddos can best interact? I think that's going to be individual for each one too. So
Yeah.
we'll talk about it. And the pass on ability, very high pass on
Oh,
ability.
yeah, because you can just switch off between races.
Yeah, if you happen to be playing single player, which I think each of these games are enjoyable single or multiplayer
Yeah.
for different reasons. Pass on ability, extremely high.
I wasn't even thinking about single player. I was thinking even like when you have 3 people and you're doing only 2 races, or if you like just don't have enough controllers.
Yep, absolutely.
It's really easy to pass off.
Yeah.
Like whoever lost, but I mean,
whoever grabs the short straw.
yeah, it
Well-
should be whoever won passes it on.
We'll talk more about that in our subtopics about gamifying games.
Oh, indeed.
Indeed. Okay, well, let's talk about each one now. So for those who don't know Mario Kart, just a quick little description. It's Mario. You drive in karts. You ride around 3 laps, you complete 3 laps, and you beat your friends. There's items. That's
It's a
Mario
racing
Kart.
game.
It's a racing game. You race
Yeah.
your cars.
I just wanted to say that at some point. It's a racing game.
All right, the cat's out of the bag. It's a racing game. All right, we're going to start with the very first game that came out on the Super Nintendo. And here's the one fun fact. The developers took a trip to a go-karting place to research.
That's so cute.
Yeah, all these nerdy Asian guys over at the karting place.
Middle-aged, nerdy Asian men go karting together.
Doing some research. I bet they had a grand time.
Do
And
you
they probably
think
did
anyone-
karaoke afterward.
Oh, cute. Do you think that anyone did not have a good time? Was there
I'm
one
sure.
person who was just really grumpy, I can't believe we have to do this. Oh, my back is so sore now.
Yeah.
I mean, the back being sore, that's kind of a legitimate reason. But
Yeah.
I bet there are some grumpy people.
I'm sure there were. Well, I mean, this game has a place in history as being the first one, but
What is it on?
it's on Super Nintendo.
Okay.
And it's interesting because it uses nerd fact, mode 7, which means that, they can rotate 2D planes differently to make it look 3D, right? So it kind of looks 3D, even though it's not really on Super Nintendo.
Okay. I have to admit something to you.
Yeah.
I have a really hard time still, no matter how many times you explain it to me,
Uh-huh.
differentiating a 3D game from a 2D game.
Oh. Well, maybe we can talk about that later.
Okay. Don't want to talk about it now?
No, I don't.
Okay.
So the game, I don't think it's super worth like going back to, honestly, like today. Like maybe to visit one time, because it's like hard to control. The items aren't very intuitive. Everything's on the ground, doesn't like pop up in your face, and the courses are extremely simple and there's no jumps. Like I think Mario Kart really took off once there was jumps. Like that's kind of a huge deal when it became more of like a roller coaster ride almost.
Yeah, definitely.
The Super Nintendo one, like it actually was supposed to be a foil to F-Zero, which F-Zero is super fast, right? But this is just supposed to be like, literally they made it more slow and casual on purpose. So it's just like
nice. Like that's nice to a degree, but I mean, they perfected it in Mario Kart Wii.
Right. Which is
that's the perfect pace.
The perfect one, according to Hedgehog Baker. Yes. The perfect Mario Kart is Mario Kart Wii.
True. The perfect level of chaos.
Well, we'll work our way up to it and we'll compare each one to Mario Kart Wii.
Yeah.
Just so we can prove to everyone that's the best one.
It's the best one. Do you agree with me? That's the best one?
I think it is the definitive one, but I wouldn't consider it my favorite.
What's your favorite?
We'll get there. We're getting there. All right. Sweet spot age for that one, I don't know. Definitely, like, I don't think there's a sweet spot age for anyone here. I think it's just
not worth playing.
It's just not really worth playing. Like I said, visit one time. Okay, moving on to N64 Mario. So Mario Kart 64. The fun fact is it was intended to be a launch title. So it did not launch with the N64, but it was intended to be. But
what launched instead, do you know?
Mario 64.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think that was kind of a bigger deal.
Yeah.
But they were intending it for B, which is kind of interesting. The N64 Mario Kart really made Mario Kart into a truly party experience because you had 4 people on the game as opposed to 2.
Oh, okay.
Yep, commonly. And it had, let's see, I think it had the same amount of characters and potentially the same amount of tracks. I'm trying to remember the amount of tracks. But it was all in 3D, and it was pretty, and all this music, and it was so dynamic. And it had the battle mode, which was super cool. It introduced the battle mode in which you had the balloons.
The balloons,
and then you hit each other with the balloons.
I never enjoyed the battle mode.
No?
I don't know. Maybe I didn't have enough friends to play battle mode with.
I would play battle mode just against the computers.
Oh.
And it was great.
I just was really bad at it.
Yeah.
I lost a lot.
Well,
and it's really sad when your balloon pops.
It is really sad. It is really sad. But we'll talk about that. The best version of the battle mode in my favorite Mario Kart once we get there.
Oh, okay.
Mario Kart 64. I'm gonna stop talking about the sweet spot age because I think they're all kind of the same. I realize that they're all the same. Yeah. I love Mario Kart 64. The one that came out after that was Mario Kart Super Circuit on the Game Boy Advance, which was half mimicking the Super Nintendo one, except made it way more interesting for a couple of reasons. Number one, it made these cool boost pads. Number two, it had jumps. It had jumps in the 2D game. So, like, some of the courses were built around these jumps. And what are you looking at?
I'm sorry. I'm so anxious. I'm looking for the spider again.
Stop. Stare in my eyes.
I'm gonna have nightmares.
Okay.
I will.
Stare into my eyes.
It's really intense lightning, too.
Stare.
I'll think about the pink Pop-Tarts upstairs.
Oh.
I baked some Pop-Tarts just to get myself to stay up to record this.
They're delicious. Yeah, Super Circuit had jumps, and it made it really interesting and fun. And it was handheld, which was awesome. And it had a ton of courses.
Could you spin and do tricks?
You could drift. No, you can't do tricks.
No tricks off the jumps?
No tricks off the jumps.
Then the jumps just aren't worth it.
But they were so fun because, especially in the Rainbow Road on that one, which to mention for those who don't, for those who have never played Mario Kart before, again, very isolating group of people. There's always a Rainbow Road, the most fun course.
No.
The most dangerous course
Yes.
usually of the game. Which actually I would say the Rainbow Road on 64 is very conservative. It's just long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, which actually that's a really fun fact that I forgot to mention. The N64 Rainbow Road on Mario Kart 64 is the same Rainbow Road that's in F-Zero 64. Like they just copied
Does
the track.
F-Zero have a Rainbow Road?
Yeah, it does.
Is it called Rainbow
Called
Road?
Rainbow Road, and it's the same exact layout as the Mario Kart one.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a way more fun fact than the one that I said.
I don't remember the one you said.
That's how not fun it was.
Oh no.
Anyway, yeah, the Super Circuit Rainbow Road has like this crazy like little line where you do like super duper line of boosts, right? And you like can't fall off. You have to do it super straight, and then you hit like this series of jumps, and you just like keep hitting them over and over again, and it's like
dang.
super fun.
That does sound fun.
But if you mess it up, like it's like high risk, high reward. I think that is a good thing about Super Circuit. Very high risk, high reward with like the shortcuts and stuff, which I really enjoyed that. And there's a ton of courses. So like there's like I think 8 cups, and then if you beat them all, and then like I think gold or a 3-star or 2 or 3-star them all or whatever, then like literally you get almost like a flip side or whatever, like a whole nother set of 8 courses. So like 16 cups in that thing, which is awesome.
Then compared to like how many courses they had in the previous 2.
Yeah,
That's
like
a bunch.
it's a ton. Yeah, a lot. I do love that one, and you could do multiplayer with the link cable, which I never did that as a kid. Unfortunately, I never did link cable multiplayer. All right, moving on to the GameCube one, which a lot of people loved. This is Mario
the fourth
Kart.
one.
This is the 4th one, Mario Kart Double Dash, the one where you can play, or like there's always 2 people in a cart.
Yeah, this one is really fun to play with the kiddos.
Yeah, because they can just be the item person if they want, and they just chuck the items because you only got to press one button for that.
Yeah, so one person's driving and one person is like in the cart.
Yep.
And they're in control of items.
Right.
Okay, that's a really fun idea. Actually, I think
It's super fun.
we should play that one more with the kiddos.
Definitely.
An
I
easy
think
one
it
to
has
do
some of the
them.
most like. That's when Mario Kart was starting to get hard. Like the control for Mario Kart Double Dash is. I don't know. I think it's like low level controversial about if people like it or not, because it controls so much differently than any other Mario Kart game. Like how the slides, the drifting works, and how the turning works, because like it kind of has like an automatic drifty thing.
Yes, I love that. That's such a good part of Mario Kart Wii.
Well, but it's different than that kind of auto drift. It's just kind of like you turn and like your wheels are just not very good at staying on the track, as opposed to like the auto drift where like it kind of automatically, it's different. It's treated differently. And like it makes your cart hard to control.
Yeah.
But some people like that. They like it being difficult.
Okay, maybe it's actually really lame of me.
Yeah.
And it's probably because I'm just not into cars or anything sportsy or anything.
Sure.
If I'm playing a racing game,
Yeah.
I don't want to worry about the car. I don't want to have to think about controlling the car.
Yeah.
I just want it
Just wanna
to
go.
go.
Just want to go.
And I'm just kind of controlling where it's going.
Sure.
That's all I want to worry about. Once again, why Mario Kart Wii?
It is the best
It's the
one.
best.
The best one. The GameCube one had a ton of characters. You could play as Birdo. You could play as
Who's Birdo?
Birdo's the pink snooty thing.
What is it from?
It's from Mario 2. Mario 2. Yeah. She like shoots eggs and stuff out of her face. It's weird. Yeah, it's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
You can play as the big piranha guy. You can play as the big Boo. You can play as Bowser Jr. and Bowser and stuff. And they all have like almost like ultimate items that you can pick up.
Oh,
That are like only special for like that one character.
well,
So
that's
you-
cool.
Yeah, so you like mix and match the characters and you get like different cards. I think it's one of the coolest Mario Karts. Like when I want to have like a good challenging time with friends, that game always challenges me. It's really fun.
Nah. What is the first Mario Kart that brought in characters that were not necessarily Mario
All
universe
from Mario?
characters?
Mario Kart 8 is the only one that they've done that with.
They didn't
to
do
my
that
knowledge.
with Mario Kart Wii? I don't think they did.
No, I mean they had Mii's. You could play your Mii, but that was
Could you? I don't think you could play your Mii in the Wii one. I think
You
that's
could.
only in.
You could totally play your
You
Mii.
could?
Yeah, that's the
Oh.
whole point of the Wii, was to have Miis. Of course
That's
they're gonna
true.
put that in Mario Kart Wii.
Oh, I guess I just never did that.
I never did either because it was weird.
It was weird.
You're like this tiny little guy with like a big old head. It looked goofy. The fun fact for Mario Kart Double Dash is that on the box art, the L on Luigi's hat is backwards.
Why?
They goofed it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's too bad.
I know, like in the background, there's like a Donkey Kong symbol. That looks fine, but the L on Luigi's hat is backwards.
Oh, a small detail. Do
Yeah.
you think someone got in trouble for that?
Oh, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, they probably just got like a slap on the wrist. Like,
I hope
oh my
so.
gosh, you gave us this finalized art and we shipped it out. We printed bajillions of these copies and now we can't fix it. It's pretty funny. Poor guy. I'm sure he's doing fine now.
I hope so. Or she.
Or she. That person. Okay, getting on to the best one. The Wii.
Mario Kart Wii.
Okay.
Mario Kart Wii.
Why
The
is this
best
one? Why is this one your favorite? Why?
It's just the perfect balance of just racing game, fun, colorful, happy, whatever, and just pure and utter chaos.
Yeah, I would say the Wii version had the most chaos out of all of them.
So
Like
chaotic.
in the
It's so
previous-
punishing. Like you're in
Oh
first
gosh,
place.
so punishing.
You're doing so well. And then suddenly you're hit with all three different kinds of shells all at once. Plus
Yeah.
you run into a banana and now you're in last place. And you can straight up like murder the other players. I was talking with my sister about us talking about Mario Kart. And we were laughing, bringing up when we were playing one day.
Yeah,
And we were playing on Maple Tree Way, which is such just a
The best.
happy, peaceful, not the best, one of the best.
one of the best.
Peach Gardens. Love Peach Gardens. But like Luigi was next to her. I don't remember. I think she was playing Yoshi or something. And she just pushed Luigi out of the air. He was gone. Like, he was just gone. I don't think he showed up again for the rest of the race.
Oh no.
He was gone.
Yeah, I remember plenty of times. So as a kid, I 100%ed my save file for Mario Kart
yeah.
Wii, which I still have it. I transferred it to my crusty old Wii U.
We always played my brother's file
Yeah.
because I think he just about 100%ed it.
I golded everything, golded all courses.
That's what my brother did. And it was really fun because his me that he chose for it was Jesus,
Nice.
which was just always very amusing. Seeing just this Jesus me and his name was Jesus in the like Mario Kart.
Yeah,
We grew up like religious. I wonder how my parents felt about that.
I wonder. The Wii obviously had motion controls, right? The dawn of motion controls in Mario Kart, which its first implementation, I thought was okay. It came with a little wheel. You
I
use the
never
little
wanted
wheel.
to use the wheel though.
You just wanted to
I
use
always,
the thing?
Yeah, just the controller and turning it. Oh my gosh, my sister and I were playing it like recently. One of the times she visited recently, last couple of years. And you were telling us like, oh my gosh, you guys are so bad at this. And we remembered being good when we were younger, and we realized that like the computer was always on easy.
Oh, that's
we
funny.
like had it on hard. But then you started playing with us, and we forced you to do the controller, like actually use the motion controls,
Yeah, it
and
was
you were
hard.
just as bad
I was
as
bad.
us.
That's right.
It
And
was so validating.
It was validating, and so I was a tryhard when I was a kid, and I was trying to be a tryhard when I was playing just casually with my friends, right? With you and we do. And I like was resistant at first, but then I was like, all right, fine, I'll do motion controls, right? Because again, I was really good on non-motion controls.
Yes,
like I
you were.
mastered the controls for that non-motion. And then I did with motion controls, and at first I was like, I'm just gonna be like frustrated or whatever. But because it was
It's
just
so
like,
much more fun.
yeah, it was like fun because I was bad.
Yes,
It was fun because I was bad.
It is like
We were all on like equal footing.
distracted by the spiders again.
Look in my eyes.
I'm so sorry.
Look in
Yes,
my eyes.
everyone. Mario Kart Wii is the great equalizer.
Yeah.
Everyone is on equal footing. Everyone is bad. It's so good.
Yeah.
The items are amazing. The characters are adorable.
Mm-hmm.
It has some of the best tracks and the best music. It's just the happiest and most frustrating. And it's just the best.
I agree. Now, kiddos, though. Kiddos. Do you think kiddos? Because I don't think kiddos would necessarily have a great time by themselves with GameCube. Not for a long time. Not till they're like 12 or something, for real. They could probably do 64. They could probably do Super Circuit. But I think Wii is potentially the most, beginning of most successful. Look into my eyes.
So sorry, I'm watching a moth struggle for its life.
Do you need to switch spots with me?
No, we just need a better door.
Do you need to switch spots with me?
No, it's okay. Let's keep talking about Mario Kart so that we can go to sleep afterwards.
I think the Wii one is, in my opinion, the second most accessible Mario Kart.
I don't know. I think we haven't had the kiddos play it in a while.
Yeah.
I think Bear would be so frustrated
with the
motion controls.
Yeah, oh yeah, he would.
I think Bunny would be too, to be honest. I think she'd pick up on it after a little while.
Yeah.
So I think if we were able to just sit down with it with her and be patient and just kind of show her how it works, then she could definitely pick up on it. Although I don't know, Bear immediately took to his bike.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, maybe we can kind of teach him the way that you turn the handles on the bike is the way you turn the controller.
Maybe. I mean, he's kind of full throttle on any action. So, he's going to do what I did as a kid, which is when you want to turn left really hard, you just turn the Wii remote upside down, basically, because you're trying to turn left.
I still do that with Mario Kart Wii. It's honestly necessary sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, Mushroom Gorge.
Mushroom Gorge.
Mushroom Gorge, when you bounce on all the mushrooms.
Yep, and then you shake the Wii remote and it makes it do a little boosty trick.
Don't do it in Mushroom Gorge.
You can do it on the first 2 mushrooms on that one thing.
Those are okay, but on the bunch of mushrooms in the cave.
Yeah, that's a hard time.
You can't do any tricks. It's gotta go.
All right, the Wii one. It's really good. And I think you're right.
Fun.
I thought it was the most successful, but it's not. Okay, but guess what? We're on to the next one.
Yes.
The Mario Kart DS.
Oh, Mario Kart DS. Was that after Mario Kart Wii? I guess it was.
Yeah. So, a fun fact. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the fun fact for the Wii version. Here's the fun fact. There was 30 prototypes of the Wii wheel before they decided on the final design. Which I'm surprised.
I want to see the prototypes now. Some
of them are not complete circles.
What?
Okay. DS Mario Kart. This, in my opinion, is I think the best. This is my favorite Mario Kart. I don't think it's the best one. I think the Wii one is the best one.
Yay. And okay, good.
I think Mario Kart 8 is a close second. But I think DS is my favorite for a few crucial reasons.
I would love to hear them.
Okay. First of all, I think it was the most accessible to play, at least for me, just with my friends, because my friends had DSs.
Yeah.
And we were in band. And that was the band bus game was a Mario Kart DS.
You guys all sat at the back of the bus because you were so cool.
Yeah.
And you played your music and you all played Mario Kart DS.
Yeah, and I smashed those kids. Yeah. Smashed them.
I was always kind of jealous. I wanted to be back there with you guys. Play with you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
The graphics, no, they're not that great. But it has some of the best most Mario Karty music. I think the music is incredible. How it controls is kind of interesting. It doesn't feel, it feels a little floaty compared to the other, literally every other one. It's a little floaty, a little drifty. It feels very unique. But I still like how it feels altogether. I would say altogether it doesn't give you a really amazing sense of speed like the other ones do.
I bet that would be a really good one for the kiddos.
That's what I was saying. I think, so I'm kind of revising my answer. I think the Wii is not the second most accessible. I think the DS one is the second most accessible because
you're just slurring together the words most accessible.
Most accessible.
Okay. I just keep on hearing success somewhere in there and it's throwing me off.
I'm sorry.
Wait, okay, what is your favorite course in the Mario Kart DS.
So I was going to blow your mind and say that. Sorry, my screen's went dark. I was going to blow your mind and say that DS Peach Gardens is from DS, not from Wii.
Okay, then how did it get on the Wii?
Because the Wii had other courses. Maybe it came out around the same time. Whenever I looked on Wikipedia, though, it said Wii and then DS.
I don't know.
No, Peach Gardens is from the DS. Straight up.
How could that be if the Wii one came out first?
I promise you a million promises that there are no Wii courses on the DS.
But how can you promise that? Why are you so certain about that?
Because I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's
Are we
look
gonna
together.
do some?
We're gonna do some live research. Live research.
I love Peach Gardens. That's the one that my sister and I always, like, every time we sit down to play Mario Kart, which we do almost every time we get together because we live in different states. We always have to play Peach Gardens.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just bad at writing down the order of things. DS came first. 2005.
By 3 years. Okay.
I'm just bad at writing down
That makes
the orders
sense
of things.
then.
Yeah. So DS came first.
I knew that the DS had a lot of really good courses.
Yeah. I think my absolute favorite, and this is the first one where I would just like literally, I would spend time in the courses. Like literally, like I would go in single player mode as a kid, and I would just like not race around. I would just like stop, take my time, take in the scenery.
Would you go backwards on purpose so that you don't have to worry about the race?
Yeah, it's like going backwards up the slide.
Yeah.
That's great. I think Waluigi Pinball was a super fun one.
That's
on the
a
DS.
course?
Yeah.
That sounds like a whole nother game.
It's awesome.
I don't think I ever saw that course.
Oh,
Honestly,
man, it's so good.
I'm not sure that I ever played Mario Kart DS. Like, I was always really jealous of the people who had it and played together.
Well, okay.
Like, I wanted to be one of, I always thought that those people were like the cool kids. Like, oh my gosh, you have DS, Mario Kart DS, and like you're playing with it with your friends. Like, I'm not a good enough friend with anyone to play it, and I don't have it.
So what you're saying is Mario Kart DS, not only is it a great Mario Kart game, but it also does a great job of making you feel isolated and if you don't have it.
At the time, it was definitely, you said, when did it come out?
2005? Yeah.
Then why was it so popular when we were like in middle school and high school? Because I was 6 in 2005.
I don't know. At the time, so when we were in high school, and we can talk about the next one now, that's when Mario Kart 7 for the 3DS was like new. But
like no one I knew had a 3DS.
No, not very many people did.
Yeah.
Because it was like, not a lot of people cared about the 3DS for many reasons. The Mario Kart 7, though it did introduce a pretty interesting mechanic of underwater driving and flying. It did introduce those mechanics.
Is that when those were introduced?
Yes.
Oh, I thought those were introduced in Mario Kart 8?
They were not introduced in Mario Kart 8. They were introduced in 7. 7 takes all the credit. There's some like great courses in there, but I think 7 probably got the least amount of traction altogether of all the Mario Kart games.
Oh, do you think that it's one that's worth going back and checking out?
Well, I think it is worth it. I think it is worth it because there are some good tracks in there.
It sounds like it would be a little bit more frustrating for young kiddos like Bunny to try and play because of the flying.
Yeah, it is closer, attempting to more closely resemble inspirations from like Wii. It feels a lot more like the Wii one in general. Or kind of like a blend between Wii and 8, honestly.
Okay. I should check that one out then.
You should. It's good. I don't think we have it though.
No, definitely not.
I did not play a whole lot of that one, so I don't really have much to say about it except I think that introduced the I think the kart customization was in 7. The fun fact is
the kart customization. It's too much.
It's too much.
I don't want to think about the car. That's the other reason why Mario Kart Wii is the best, because the standard kart is the best kart in that game, at least for the way that I play it.
Yeah, I understand.
It's so straightforward and simple. You don't have to worry about drifting. You don't have to worry about your kart being bad, and that's why you're playing bad. You just play the game, and the game throws crazy things at you, and you just have to cope.
Yeah, the cope. The coping game. The fun fact, which I didn't mention for DS, fun fact is that Chain Chomp is in the item roulette little graphic. Like when you're getting an item and it's like, blah, 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 right?
Oh, is that an item though?
It was like going to be planned to be an item. It's just not actually like you can see it flashing by in the roulette.
That's such a fun fact.
Yeah, super fun. But it was replaced by the bullet bill.
Oh, so like was the Chain Chomp gonna like drag you?
Yeah, they're...
I actually kind of like that better than the bullet bill. Because the bullet bill doesn't really make sense. You're just suddenly a bullet. But like if there's a chain chomp, there's a chain that the car can be attached to and it would just like drag you along. That would make more sense.
They have something similar in 8. Like there's like a piranha plant that will like drag you.
Well, it doesn't really drag you. It just kind of like snaps at people.
But it also boosts you forward a little bit.
A little. I don't like Mario Kart 8.
Okay, well let's let me talk about the fun fact for 7
It's trying to be cool,
first.
and it's not cool. Mario Kart Wii is cool.
Let me say this fun fact.
Okay.
I want to have fun right now. In Mario Kart 7, the clouds are recolored bushes.
What?
Yeah, that's actually in reference to the first Mario. This is kind of like one of those like fun facts that I think it's getting out there more often. But in
I want to see a picture of this. I'm looking it up.
Okay. In Mario 1, just Super Mario Bros. 1 on the NES, yeah. To save memory, they would recolor the bushes in Mario 1 to just be white, and they're just clouds. So they like reuse the same graphics but just recolored it between the clouds and the bushes. And
that makes total sense.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Great.
Oh my gosh, it's totally wait.
Well, not like the clouds high up in the sky. Like there's like some other clouds.
My mic is just like my headphones.
I'm gonna keep talking. We're gonna move on to Mario Kart 8. So, and I would say a pretty good age for 7 and DS, I think would be like, maybe like 8 or so.
Well, I think that the Mario Kart DS one, I think that sounds like one that Bunny could play successfully on her own.
She could play it successfully. That's a good point. So I guess we'll say 5 for DS. And then I think for 7, just because there's a little bit more mechanics, probably like 7 or 8. Mario Kart 8. They're...
It's trying so hard and it's just failing, and I get annoyed at it for trying.
I think for all intents and purposes, I think Wii is the best one in my heart. I think Mario Kart 8 is the best rendition of Mario Kart games.
You're wrong.
I'm not wrong. I think it does an amazing job at all the things, especially the deluxe version. Obviously, it came out, well, not obviously, this is not super obvious. It came out originally on the Wii U, which no one really cares about now at this point. And then they ported it very fast to the Switch, which they did a great job with that. That's why it's called Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And they added a battle mode. The Wii U version did not have a battle mode, which everyone was in uproar about.
Is the battle mode really popular?
Yeah, for parties. For people.
I guess so. I don't know. Like, if we ever had a party, like had a bunch of people over and we were playing Mario Kart, we just all wanted to race.
I mean, usually that's what we want to do, but some people want to battle.
Wasn't there a battle mode in like a stage where you were on a Game Boy in one of them?
On the DS one.
See, I played the DS battle mode. I just never played the courses. I don't know why.
That's so strange.
That is strange.
You need to play that game. All right, in 8, the fun fact is that Kamek could have there's like an unused like Kamek symbol, which Kamek is like the magic-y Koopa. He, I think, was planned to be in the game as a playable character, but is not. But there's
I do not see any of these cloud bushes you're talking about.
I'll show you a picture later.
There's an earwig. Kill it.
Oh, I don't have this water.
Just use my mug. Come towards me. Thank you.
Gross.
I don't like bugs.
I hate bugs too.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you. Anyway, 8, I think is the best one. It's got so many characters. So many. Even ones from outside the game. They got Animal Crossing characters. And they got Link.
I do love the Hyrule stage and the Animal Crossing stage.
Yeah, I think they're awesome.
But that's mostly because, like, for the Animal Crossing one, I just really want a whole Animal Crossing game.
I agree. I think so. This is going to lead into the next subtopic, but I think what makes this game extremely approachable, I would argue the most approachable for kids, is that the fact that it has like an auto driving feature that you can turn on.
Yes, I don't know how I feel about that.
I agree. Let's wrap up Mario Kart 8 and then we'll talk about that in the subtopic.
What do we need to say to wrap it up?
I think Mario Kart 8 is great. The online is awesome. I think it's potentially the most enjoyable for all ages. And it looks it's extremely pretty.
It's too much though. I prefer games that are pretty, but like aren't in your face. I am pretty, vibrant.
Yeah.
Like Kirby's Dream Course and Mario Kart Wii. They kind of like, they're very bright and happy.
Yeah.
But they kind of have a more muted. It's a little more muted.
Yeah.
So you can just like really enjoy it and kind of chill out. It doesn't feel like it's just in your face.
Oh yeah, Mario Kart 8, the theme altogether, and the music too. Like some of the jazz tracks that they have are
too
over the top. Like I love jazz. I'm a band guy. I did jazz in high school. I love jazz. Big band jazz at that. And there are some big band tracks in this thing that I'm like, this is too much.
I will say that, let's see, who was it? I think I was in the hospital giving birth to Bear.
Yeah.
I was in labor. And the best part of that labor was watching you play Mario Kart 8 on the Switch.
Oh, yeah.
Because then when you're in labor, that much like in your face, jazz and bright colors and fast paced, like that's what you need.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Is there anything that we should mention about kiddos for any of these Mario Kart games before we move on?
I don't think so. I mean, we're going to talk about it in the next subtopic.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a Mario racing game. Like it's going to be appealing at the very least to watch.
Absolutely.
And the music is perfect for like
motivation.
Oh yeah, when we are like, we need to clean right now, we need to get up and just spend a good solid half hour cleaning. That's when we put on Mario Kart music.
All right, let's move it on to the subtopic. Okay, so in Mario Kart 8 there is this mechanic where you can turn on, there's a two-part mechanic. You can turn on automatic steering so that like if you're about to run into a wall or run off an edge, it just steers you right back to where you need to go.
Yeah.
There's that. By default, it's turned on. Actually, you have to actually turn that off first time.
Very annoying.
Yeah, like if you are playing for the first time and you're like somewhat experienced at other previous Mario Kart games, it's kind of a surprise. It's like, oh, I meant to go off the track and I didn't. It was really weird.
Yeah, like sometimes it really throws you off.
It does throw you off. And then the second feature is you don't have to hold the A button to go, which for some people it's fine. I mean, for someone who's trying to be good at the game or whatever, like you do need to let off the gas sometimes. But for like a kid, potentially it might be an okay feature even without the assisted steering, because sometimes I don't know, there's too many buttons on the controller, you forget to hold the A button. I don't know.
I don't know. I like it because it feels like, when you go in a car, you press down on the pedal.
Yeah, like you press the button.
Yeah, you're pressing down on the button. It's just, I don't know. I don't like the automatic steering. I don't like the automatic, whatever.
Yeah.
What would you say for the automatic going?
Acceleration.
Automatic
acceleration.
Automatic going.
Automatic going.
I don't like it. For myself, it's just annoying and it feels a little condescending.
Yeah.
For the kiddos, it can be nice sometimes, but it's nice in the way that if a kiddo's climbing a tree and you're super anxious, thinking they're watching them, like you're gonna fall and break a limb or something, but it's like, so then you like call them in to watch something instead. It's nice in that way. It's like, this isn't the best thing for my child right now, but this is the best thing for me right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because like there are times that like I just want to play Mario Kart 8, right? Or just kind of have it on, and then they want to play too. Either like for like a second or for a little while, right? Like Bunny will play for a little while. And like especially with the bear, if he wants to play, he wants to hold the controller and have the thing be like, that's my character, right? but also he wants to like somewhat succeed at the same time. So here's the title of the subtopic. It's about letting your kids like succeed, like letting them win or letting them succeed.
Yes. And like letting them cheat.
Basically, to like have fun. Like, should you
Yes.
allow them to be cheating in order to feel either included or just have fun in general? This is a hard question.
That's a really hard part. Like for us, we have multiple kiddos.
Yeah.
And if we're having like some family game time,
Yep.
and we're trying to give Bunny proper attention, which can be hard sometimes with her being the oldest and the younger two just needing more attention.
Yep.
I don't want to be spending this whole time trying to help like Bear figure out what he's needing to be doing.
Yeah.
It would be nice if he could just kind of like take care of himself a little bit,
Right.
so that we can enjoy this time without it being centered on him. But also, I don't know. I don't personally feel comfortable with the idea of letting them cheat.
Yeah, because like when I was a kid, I remember my dad was incredible at F-Zero. Absolutely incredible. And like I looked up to his ability. Like he
Yeah.
kicked our butts, 9 times out of 10. And as a kid, I was like, man, I wish I was as good as my dad. Like I aspire to be as good at this game as my dad. And he would not like let us win ever. Right. And I think that encouraged me to just want to be good. Now, again, I talked in the past that like I was pretty good at being persistent in a game. I think naturally, and also because I didn't have a ton of games like we talked about last episode,
Yeah.
right? Like it was of my own interest to be persistent at a game. But like I admired my dad's ability, right?
Yeah, well, you just reminded me too with the idea of being persistent. If you have fewer games and you are messing up on this one game, on Mario Kart, if you're turning the controller completely the wrong way, you're not pressing the button the whole time, whatever it is, then you're forced to quickly learn how to actually play the game,
Right.
or to go off and do something else.
Yeah, if you're not getting it.
If it's just on automatically, it's just doing it, then I feel like it's not providing you with that opportunity to figure it out for yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to make a blanket statement. I don't like Mario Kart 8. And part of the reason is because of this automatic steering and automatic going. That's what I'm going to call it. And it feels condescending.
Yeah.
It feels like cheating for the kiddos.
Yeah.
It feels like it's cheating them out of the opportunity to learn how to play the game. What's the point of even having on this game? It's just the everyone wins, everyone's a winner, everyone gets a trophy no matter what mindset that I just don't appreciate.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
Like, I guess it can service. So this is something I thought about earlier too today, before we talked about it, was like, remember when we were talking about like what matters to you in a game? Is it you going through the game, right? Or like, or being good at the mechanics, right? And in this case, for some people, for some kids as well, like winning is what is fun for them, right?
That should not be what is fun though. Like you need to learn
totally
the
agree.
lesson that the fun does not lie in winning. And with Mario Kart, it's a racing game. Like to get through the game, you need to have some ability to like
you have to defeat
over the
challenge
mechanics
of each, twist and turn and whatever, and like adapt to the scenario. Like that is like the actual challenge that's put in front of you. Of course you want to get to the end, but like what's supposed to be fun is you getting through that trial.
And with other games, I agree with, it's okay to let your kiddo decide what is it that they're wanting to get out of this game.
Sure.
But
in this
with
case,
a racing game, there's only one thing that you can get out of this game. Like, if you just want to watch it and hold a controller, then fine, watch it and maybe hold a controller.
Yeah.
But don't lie to yourself that you're playing this game when you're not.
Right.
The game is playing itself.
Yep. I agree. I agree. Okay, so can we translate that mindset in a similar way to Mario Party, or do things change?
Oh no.
Because Mario Party, like, you have fun, you have fun with the mini games and whatever else, right? But I mean, that game, I'd say even more so than Mario Kart, is about the end.
Oh, yeah, for real.
The all of Mario Party is about the ending when you have
but
all the
Mario
stars.
Party doesn't have like an automatic feature where the game plays itself.
No, it does not. That is true.
So like I think like when we play Mario Party and Bear is playing,
Yeah.
then you or Bunny, honestly, often press like the A button for him through the rolling part.
Yeah, just so we can get through it.
And then there's so much going on in the mini game
Yeah.
that he's not really even paying attention to his own character. He's just too enthralled with just watching what's going on.
Yep.
So I don't think it necessarily applies to Mario Party.
Okay. But just the idea of letting the child win, right?
No, I just
like you still think in that scenario, like you just shouldn't. Everyone should just play the way that they're playing and not let your child or anyone else win.
I think so. I think like of course praising them like, oh my goodness, look at how well you did, or you tried really hard. I could see you trying, or but this is something I've been wrestling with for a long time, and I'm finally through this conversation just making a decision within myself that no, I will not let my child win.
Yeah, because I think, of course, I've been posing these questions as if like, I don't know your answer or something like that.
The way that I said that sounded really harsh. Like, you don't get to win.
You don't get to win, silly person.
Child. No, like, of course. And there will be some times I maybe don't try as hard as I possibly could,
Yeah, yeah.
But in general, and this is talking about video games too. Like if I'm talking about racing with them or something, then I might pretend to be really slow.
Right.
But with video games, no, I think that's something that and board games, that's something that they need to.
Yeah, because that could lead, like if you let them win and you're like, oh, you beat me or whatever, right?
You're cheapening the value of their true win.
Right. The second subtopic is about gaming your games. And this leads into Mario Kart because we did it a lot with Mario Kart in particular. Yes. And there's many other games I'm excited to find more games to do this with. But I want to express that there are many more ways than just the game itself to put more fun into your game. You can customize your game experience in many different ways and just kind of enhance gaming for yourself and for your fam. So what I mean by this is basically making an overarching game inside of whatever game you're playing. So for instance, for Mario Kart, I came up with a game where you roll a 12-sided dice and whatever side it is on. So let's say it's like 5 or something like that, right?
The
battleground. Then everyone, instead of trying to get first place, will try to strive to get 5th place because that's what's on the dice.
Yes.
And then the person that is closest will get like a point. So like you'll do this in like a 8-course like streak or something like that, right? 16, however many are in like a usual versus set. And then between each course you roll the dice to see what's going to be. So if
you roll it after selecting the course. That way you can't select a course that's like, oh, it'll be easy to get like 4 on this.
Yep. You have to be not in the know. Can't select the course based off the place. The place based off the course. Whoops. But so the caveat is if you get a 12, which would be last place, right? Because like it would be not fun if everyone's just like basically not moving.
Well, and you can't just not move though. But you can definitely like run into all the bananas, race through the grass, run into walls, and immediately
but you have to hold the A button. You can't go backwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep,
you can't just like wait at the finish line until it's the exact.
Yeah.
Although I mean, we push that rule sometimes a little bit. But.
Yeah, a little bit. But if we roll a 12, that everyone has to roll their own roll to figure out what, like basically everyone has an individual place goal. So like I might get 7th, you might get like 9th or something like that. And then you have to get it. You can't get close. You have to actually get it on the 12 to get a point.
Yeah.
That's the game that we like to play, and it makes Mario Kart just way more interesting. Like I've
Especially
played so much.
we
Mario
played
Kart.
with Mario Kart Wii.
Yeah, and it makes it fun. So like everyone of different skill levels can participate much more easily.
And it's really fun with Mario Kart Wii too, because it's like you might start off and you're like, oh no, I'm supposed to be getting like 9th place, but I'm in like 2nd. I'm doing so well.
I'm doing
but
so
like,
well. Why?
I know, like, you know that you're suddenly going to be way back in 9th in the next like lap.
Yep. Absolutely. I think that's a super fun game. Another game that I recommend is the Mario Kart drinking game. It's called Mario Kart DUI, where you have to finish a drink by the end of the 3 laps, but you cannot drink and drive. So you have to pull over, drink your drink. And some people either do it all at one go. Some people can't do it all in one go, but like basically you have to finish a drink in a 3-lap course.
Now, I've only done this with my sister and brother-in-law, and we did it with like something really bubbly. Like we did it with like White Claws or something. Do not, if you're gonna do it, don't do it with anything bubbly. It doesn't work.
Yeah, an easy drink. Don't go crazy. Another drinking variant is the Mario Party drinking game that we developed, in which you will take drinks based off getting on red spaces or losing mini games.
When you and my sister played that, I was still breastfeeding, so I didn't get to play it.
I forgot.
We should play that one.
We should. Another fun speed.
Also, you can make a drinking game out of any video game. Let's be
absolutely. We've only done it with a handful of things. One that I love doing was, so I have a RetroPie, and it's loaded up with a lot of retro games.
What is a RetroPie?
Oh, sorry, it's an emulator. So I have an emulator that can play old games.
It's a cute little box. It's very loud. There's tons of video games on there from different systems.
Right. Or I mean, you can do this with other sets of games, but basically randomly selecting a game. I think old weird like Sega Master System games and old NES games and Game Boy games are the best for this, because there's so many of them and they're all weird and you probably haven't played them.
Yeah.
But you select a random one, and then everyone has to try to like get as far as they can in that game. Everyone has to kind of agree on what far means. But
it's after 3 minutes.
After 3 or 5 minutes or something like that. And then you trade it off to the next guy.
Yeah, and they have see how far that they get.
Right, and they have like a little bit less time though, because they learned from the previous person.
Oh, that's right. You take off like 30 seconds each time.
Yeah, and then you see who goes first, and then whoever wins, whatever gets the point. But basically, what I'm trying to insinuate is that you can turn games into so much more than just the game itself, right?
Yeah,
so if you're not having fun with a game anymore, right, you can turn it into a brand new experience for yourself and make it valuable again. One of my favorite ways to do that is speed running. Now, we will make this brief because this is getting a little long. We're going to talk about this more next week in the next recording because GDQ is coming up. That's right. Awesome games done quick, which I'll shout out after I talk about speed running.
Well, we just brought it up, so let's say what it is.
All right, I'll say what it is. So, Awesome Games Done Quick is a charity event that happens twice a year. They also do lots of charity events in between now at this point. It's all kinds of stuff that they do
That's
now.
Cool.
But it's a week-long streaming event. The main two, there's Awesome Games Done Quick in the wintertime, and then Summer Games Done Quick coming up next weekend.
Yeah.
June 20 whatever of
20.
this. It's 26, 25?
26.
26, because it's Sunday. Yeah. 26. And it's a week-long, 24/7 stream of speedruns. But what's different about these is that the speedruns are not just like, a fellow or a nice person just kind of sitting quietly and doing their speedrun and maybe commenting once or twice. Like they walk you through, they walk you through the entire speedrun. They explain everything that's going on.
They usually have like people... Like they call it their couch because when they were live events, people would sit on the couch behind them and really break down parts of the game and talk about it. And then there's a commentator the whole time as well, like reading off donations and like how much do they, and there's like incentives. How much do they usually raise?
They raise at least like $2 million.
Yeah.
Every time they do it. So I guess each year you could tally it up. They make around like $2.5 million every time. So they make like $5 million for charity every year.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Who do they usually work with? I don't remember.
It's either Doctors Without Borders,
yeah,
or Prevent Cancer. That's like
yeah.
the two big ones.
Yeah, those are the big ones.
Yep.
It's a really cool event.
Yeah, really cool. Very inclusive event.
Play games super quickly.
Very quickly. And what's neat about speedrunning, to get back to the subtopic of gaming your games, is that like speedrunning is just kind of like a natural progression of people who wanted to be good at I would say older video games kind of supported this better, like Mario, right? You know, when you had Mario and that was one of the only games you had, and you're just going to play it over and over again, you're just going to get really, really great at it.
Yes, people just trying to get better and better and really streamlining the game. Right.
And then that just kind of bred speedrunning. It's been around for a long time, but it's really hit the mainstream, I would say, in the last like 7-ish years or so. And I think altogether, it's a pretty amazing just community and an amazing idea, because it's all of gaming community versus video game. It's not gaming individuals versus each other. It is gaming communities versus the video game. But as an activity altogether, you can transform an old game that you love into a completely new and fresh experience that that's challenging again.
Yeah, because there's so many different techniques within each individual game.
Yeah, it's no longer you versus the video game in most cases. It's now you versus this very specific set of techniques and strategies now. Like Zelda Ocarina of Time, the speedrun is 100% a different video game than just playing normal Zelda Ocarina of Time. Completely different game.
Which is why I mentioned in that episode that I don't like watching you play.
Yes. Some of my speed games include like Sonic Adventure, which we may or may not talk about in the future. Like instead of just trying to get through it, jump over the guys, right? You're trying to break through walls and do big skips and stuff like that, and it breaks the game. Really fun.
That game is already broken.
Yeah.
Break it further.
Exactly. But it's a fantastic way to game your game. Make your game even more valuable for you. Past that, I think that's all the things.
Well, I will say that like Bunny also loves speedrunning. She loves it when you speedrun, and I'm really excited to watch GDQ with her this year.
Oh yeah.
She'll
really ingest it this time.
I mean, last winter too, she was totally into it.
Yeah.
She was totally willing to just cuddle up with you and watch speedruns.
I can't wait. All right, well, let's talk about the games we played this week.
All right, you go first.
Well, I played all the way through Smash 64, which wasn't very much. It was pretty short. But I unlocked all the characters. I unlocked all the stages.
Hey.
Yeah, and it was fun. It's just so charming. There's not very much to it, but it's very charming.
Yeah.
You said you didn't play very much this week.
Yeah, I haven't really been playing a lot this week. Mostly just kind of been coloring and drawing.
Yeah.
I have been listening to a lot of podcasts, and I do want to throw out a recommendation for Goblet of Wine, a drunken Harry Potter podcast for anyone who is at all into Harry Potter. It's been a really fun podcast to listen to, just not around kiddos though. It's definitely an AirPods only podcast.
Oh no. Let's talk about where you can find us. So we're on Twitter at 2PS1C, Instagram at 2 players 1 controller. Email us at 2players with a Z 1 controller at Gmail. And on YouTube we're at 2 players 1 controller.
Did you say Instagram too?
Yeah, I did say Instagram.
Oh, I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
My name was Blankdar.
My name is Hedgehog Baker.
Thanks for spending your time with us.
You almost got it out this time.
I know, I almost did. We'll see you in the future.